And since we're on the topic of Christopher Alvarez, I think it's fair to mention that there was somebody that was very important that Ebony Prince had referenced that was here around the same time Drake was here, as well as Christopher Alvarez. And that's none other than the feds. The federal agents have appeared and made an appearance at the Mark Hotel around the same time Drake had made his stay at the Mark Hotel, around the same day in the same hour as Christopher Alvarez as well. Now, if you go back to the Christopher Alvarez photo, this is approximately the time where he started to wait for Drake on January 21st, 2023, on Saturday at 11:45 with 5 seconds on the clock. If you take a look at this photo right here, it says, "Is it still Monday in most of America?" This is back in October 14th. "I spy a United States federal agent. Do you really think they're going to lie for you too? Idiots." January 21st. Let me put this in another screen right here. January 21st, 2023, Saturday, 11:41 with 43 seconds on the clock, in the same lobby, in the same camera that you see Christopher Alvarez in. Let me make this bigger. This is a photo of the person that's with Alvarez and Alvarez himself at 11:45, a few minutes after the federal agents had made an appearance. Now, this is something that is very, very alarming, because this is the second time he's mentioned federal agents. This in particular time was the first time he had mentioned federal agents in the Mark Hotel. Around this time in particular, you know what's funny is that which person in this photo is the federal agent? Well, come to find out, the second time that he posts the federal agent, it comes clear that it could be possibly this man at the very end. Let's see if we could enlarge this photo. There's other videos and footage that he has of incident reports at the Mark Hotel where Drake used to stay at, where Ebony Prince is hinting towards something diabolical going on with Drake and his stay at the Mark Hotel. So diabolical that this federal agent had to make an appearance at the Mark Hotel. But this has happened several times. Ebony Prince has came up and been open about how federal agents have been staying at the Mark Hotel. Going back to the post right here, "I spy a United States federal agent. Do you really think they're going to lie for you too?" Really think about this. Why are the federal agents there when Drake is there? This isn't a good look at all. Why are the federal agents at the Mark Hotel to begin with? Let's say, even for a slight second, that these people, these feds, aren't here for Drake. Why are they at the Mark to begin with? It doesn't help that Drake is there, because now it looks like, allegedly, keep it alleged, but let me ask you, who are they there for? Are they there for Drake, or are they there for the Mark? At this point, it's not looking good for Drake or the Mark Hotel at all. I don't think it's a good thing that federal agents are pulling up to the Mark Hotel, especially when Alvarez is in the picture. 4 minutes later, that's when Alvarez makes his presence known. Look at the time, bro. Look at the time right here. It says 3:18:20, 1:22. Alvarez was there January 21st at 11:45. He stayed there a whole 4 hours waiting for Drake. And keep it alleged, but tell me if this is Drake or not, bro. Look how this woman takes her phone out instantly to take a photo. Look how the cameras start flashing in the front. Paparazzi there at 3 in the morning. I mean, I guess New York is the place that never sleeps, right? But look at this. So we have Christopher Alvarez, we have Drake, we have the Mark Hotel, we have them in the Mark Hotel, And then we have federal agents in the Mark Hotel also. It's not just a thing that we're saying. These are things that are important. We just have to have a little bit of patience with Ebony Prince. And then remember, this is something that he said is going to go to an auction. This video is going to be on auction November 9th. Anybody that participates in this auction is going to obtain a lot of valuable information from I don't know, maybe a reliable source. I guess we'll keep it alleged like that too, right? Now, we discussed this on live, and I'll make another video about it coming up soon. But the reason why we believe that this man in this photo is the federal agent in question in this post is because of the fact that there's also a man here. The only thing is that it looks a little blurry for my liking in the surveillance footage, because he had to print them out on a piece of paper, which never really looks good, to be quite honest with you. And as a side note, a funny thing that we've discussed on the live, you could always tap into the live. We do a lot of deep dives, but this man right here is freakishly tall, and a lot of us were making fun of the fact that it could have been Kevin Durant as a joke. We'll keep it a legend and we'll make it as a joke. We're not to be take that serious. But one thing that I do want to say, though, that's gonna kind of like shake it up a little bit is that this is in Harlem, right? This is in New York. Who did Kevin Durant play with at this time? Wasn't it the Nets? Wasn't he hurt a majority of the time of that time? Now, remember, this was around the time that Drake performed at the Apollo. See, this is January 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, make some noise for yourself. I like this vibe in here tonight. Yeah.
You want to know who else was there at the time as well? Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant spotted at night 2 of Drake's concert at the Apollo in New York City, January 22nd, 2023. It's the same venue. So it was just a joke, right, at first. And then it started getting a little creepy, because then it was like, well, this guy's the federal agent, right? Who's this tall ass guy? You know what I mean? So there's another video that I got to make talking about the photos of him showing up the second time, or whoever this is the second time, because it could be another federal agent. It might not even be the same person, but it is the feds. Those auctions are about to start. It's funny, really, because I spy the same current federal agent in those pictures. You can check it out on the live stream. If not, I'll make a video about it later on, just to paraphrase it. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this information, man, about the feds being there, about them appearing there several times at the Mark Hotel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace.